Shalom, shalom, Yasharal. I pray all is well. I want to start this out by giving all esteem, all honor, all glory, all praise to the Most High, Abba, Yahuwah, our wonderful Creator. Y'all know I love you, right? If you saw me looking at you right now, I'd be looking at you like this sweet little puppy dog. She's actually like a little old lady puppy dog. I was sitting in my pickup one day at a truck stop, and I had never looked to my left. I looked to my left, and that's what I saw. That dog looking at me like that. True story. But I wanted to start this out by maybe giving you something to laugh about or smile. But I want to tell you, I have been trying to make a video, trying to put the information out about the information that the Most High has shown me. And when I tell you it's vital, and it's nothing you need to worry about, no. And I don't want anyone to ever feel like I am fear-mongering or whatever they call that, like pushing fear. No way. I will always tell you, have no fear. If you are a child of the Most High, Yahuwah, you have nothing whatsoever to fear except Him. Yeah, you should definitely fear Him. But you should know that He loves you as well. The information, it's vital because it's, I'm pretty sure that it's important that we gain an understanding of what's going to happen and the devices of the enemy to better prepare ourselves for what is going to happen. So when it happens, we'll be more ready for it. Is it the 100% accurate truth that I know for sure? I would never go out on a limb like that and pretend that I know or can see the future. How prideful and arrogant would one be to do so? No. But if you see the information that I've been shown, I'm sure you will feel the same way I do and know that Abba showed me it. I've tried to make the videos before. I'll confess something to you. I have been questioned. My motives were questioned. And it's been done. It always happens. My motives are always questioned. Even from people who I've shown and proved that my intentions were sincere and should have had no reason to even question it. Those people will question it. It's just how it is. So I'm used to that. But this came from some place that I didn't think it would. And I was just misunderstood. And I think that's been settled now. And an understanding of a misunderstanding has been established. So now that that's been established, I feel like I can move on. I was, I guess you would say, nervous and just overcautious on how I was going to put that information out and convey it to y'all, knowing that person was going to more than likely see it and hear my words as well. So, and that's all I could think of. Call me what you want. That's just how it happened. But now that I'm sure that's not going to be the case moving forward, I feel like I can bring this to you now more properly. Abba willing. So I'm going to try. And I'm just asking that you bear with me. And I'm going to ask you this. For anyone that watches this, if you feel that what I'm saying is incorrect and it's bogus, do tell me. And if you don't, then I have to question your sincerity towards the Most High and His Word. I have gotten for a long time from people, especially Christians, that like to say, oh, that stuff isn't happening right now, so quit talking about serious matters. I don't want to get too serious, and it upsets me when I have to think about things that are serious. Well, even if we are not in the times that I think we are in, I'm not saying we are, for sure, because I am not anyone with that kind of authority. But I feel like that is where we are, because all signs point to that. Even if we weren't, your life should always be taken serious. And if your life is of no importance ever to where you need to apply the scripture, and live your life like you are important, like this life you are living is important, then why are you doing it? Why are you following scripture? And I really do think you're just playing. But I'm not saying that about my subscribers. I know y'all are serious, and I love you for that. But if you do think I'm wrong, please tell me, not so we can have a contest or I can prove you wrong or you can prove me wrong. No. That way we can edify one another, build each other up, because that's what we're supposed to do. If you feel that I'm wrong and then you just go on and never tell me, are you about edifying? I'm definitely about edifying, and you cannot deny that, being how I'm right here saying these words to you. I'm talking to you, giving you information that you know for sure is a risk to my health and safety by putting it on here. But guess what? Your lives, the lives of my Mish, the request from my Abba is more important than anything that I could ever be scared of, and I am not. The only thing, like I said, that I fear is Abba. So, I'm going to try and show you. I might have to put this in 2 videos. Let's see. Bear with me. Abba willing, you're going to get the memo. Okay. So, I told y'all, I've been telling you guys, the roll up your sleevers and the 5G whiz are, they coincide with one another, and they are going to work hand in hand. They named the variants after the Greek alphabet, like Delta, Gamma, Beta, Alpha, stuff like that. And coincidentally, the names of the EEG brainwave microwave frequencies spectrum are named the same, with the same names, and those are the frequencies used for 5G. Right here, look, we know that the Delta is the one being talked about. Here we go, Delta low frequency. As recent wireless bands like 5G are being deployed and new ones are being defined, such as Wi-Fi 6, More is being expected from the measurement systems. Broader frequency coverage, better tuning range, and uncompromised harmonic capability. Focus Microwaves introduces yet another industry first with its low-frequency delta tuners. Okay. Delta is the name of a frequency, low-frequency delta. Okay. Here is the letter, Greek letter, delta, right here. Okay, so I looked up delta to see what it was about. It says right here in this little part, right here, it is used to denote deletion of a gene in genetics. Okay, that's what delta, the symbol delta, is used for in genetics. Okay. It's a triangle or a pyramid, you could say. They're saying the delta is the variant that we need to be worried about. And they're saying that the WHO says that they just picked those names randomly with no, intentions. Okay. Well, okay, those are named after the Greek alphabet. What are we told that the Revelation is written in? Greek. I was thinking about the gene deletion. The thought of Thanos came across my mind. My son had a dream in the summer of 2020 about him coming to a school and chasing him and doing some bad things. And that came to mind. So I typed in Thanos and the VMAT 2. I was brought to a real person named Thanos, who is a professor at the University of Geneva, okay, who is involved in this right here. The VMAT 2. God Gene Maxine. You can go through this. I'm going to try to leave this in the comments so you can read it. In that video where the guy at the supposedly Pentagon, wherever it was definitely it took place, this meeting. The guy said that the Funvax would cure pretty much the world of fundamental extremists, religious fundamental extremists, and the way that they would get that into people's bodies would be through a respiratory virus. Everything that it talks about, and I seen that video years ago. Everything it talks about is exactly what's going on. Everything in this right here is exactly what's going on. And it just so happens to be that the frequency delta is used to kill mice that have been injected with the VMAT2 gene and were identified as mice in a general population of mice that had the VMAT2 gene, and then they were killed with a low frequency by the name of Delta. Okay, one of the top professors and scientists in this little experiment goes by the name Thanos, and I'm not going to try and pronounce his last name right there. See that? Wait. Thanos. Halazonetus. Something like that. He has worked with Mr. Gil Bates, okay? Like I told you, he's a professor at the University of Geneva. That's the guy right there. This fella. See him? That's the dude. From there, I went to the fictional character Thanos, where I discovered the true story, or the story of this fictional character, and realized that he is all about, this fictional character, his whole mission is about reduction of population, which Mr. Gil Bates also has a desire to reduce the population. This guy, the character, fictional character Thanos, he also spliced his own DNA into humans in the story. He used the delta frequency to pull off objectives of his. And what happened in the movie Endgame when he snapped his fingers? People were just being dissolved and dying. So, in that FunVax, that VMAT2 thing, the computer device or whatever they use to collect the data on the targeted individuals is called Digidata 1440A. That's no coincidence. In Geneva is in Switzerland. Switzerland is the only country that is completely neutral, and it can never be involved in any conflicts or wars, anything like that. That isn't the way the Vatican, London, and Washington, D.C. is. Yes, they are sovereign and are no part of the country, like D.C. is sovereign from America, so forth and so on. That is different from the way Switzerland, the entire country, is. Those cities or areas are arms, branches of Geneva. Geneva is called the city on 7 hills. The whole town is, it has references about 7 hills. The shopping mall in that town is called 7 Hills Shopping. That town is where the Geneva Convention is held, where all the world leaders go. That city is where CERN is, and that city is where the Lucis Trust is. And that is where you would have Swiss accounts. When Lucis Trust was created, it was called the Lucifer Publication Corporation. It was created by Alice Bailey, and he got the idea and vision from his, not his mentor, but someone he looked up to, Blavatsky. They're both Luciferians, Satanists. The whole company is based on Lucifer. They try to say that Lucifer is not Satan, that he is a solar angel of light and love, and they are just trying to fulfill their divine plan for humanity. Okay. Well, if you go and look at their company, you'll see what this divine plan is. It goes right hand in hand with the beast, the Freemasons, and the Knights Templar, all those secret societies. They're great work. And if you go and read the fictional character of Thanos' story in Wikipedia, you'll see the connections to Scripture and reality, the Most High, fallen angels. And there's a movie coming out this fall, supposedly, about him and his kind, called The Eternals. It's coming out in November, where these beings are alien beings that have lived on Earth for 7,000 years in hiding from mankind, but they are coming out. They come out, and their presence is known. kind of like the release of all this UFO footage and all these documents right about now. It's a real coincidence, a coinkydink, if you ask me. And they are saying this fall that Delta variant is going to take hold and be a real threat, and we ought to brace for impact, okay? So after I seen all this, I seen one morning, getting ready for work, I seen a video by Marfugel TV where he is showing where an altercation of a Russian and British ships, a Russian ship and a British ship, an altercation where the Russian ship fired 3 warning shots over the bow, and the British ship identified itself as Delta 36 after I had been studying and researching Delta and all that I have, okay? And just like I said, in gene deletion, which that Thanos guy is an expert, in which that is what is needed in that FunVax VMAT2 experiment to kill those that have a high expression of the quote-unquote God gene. This is, like I've told you, the dragon wrath with the woman and the remnant of her seed, the water that has been spewed out of his mouth. Do your own research. As I always say, do it for yourself. Even if what I'm saying clicks with you and you see this as 100% truth, even if you do, still go on, do your own research. You need to research these things and to see these truths for yourself, because if you are a lover of truth, that strong delusion is not for you. That is for people who do not love the truth. You love the truth. Be a truth seeker like I know you are. Do your own research, your own due diligence. Give yourself, your loved ones, and Abba the effort they require, or they deserve, and you deserve. I love you, Mishpachah. I'm going to leave you with this video. I'm going to play it. I'm going to try to get the time to the right spot. Bear with me. I am horrible at making videos. But when I am called, I will go. I love y'all. Shalom, shalom. Watch this, and then I will tell you that D is out, because I know you love it. No, one.
I will continue. I'll be fire. Don't cross the border line. Do you read me over? British warship. Your ship entered the territorial sea of Russian Federation. You must immediately leave the territorial sea of Russian Federation. You break the rules of innocent vessels. I have artilleristic fire in this area. The Russian Federation don't have responsibility if your vessel will damage endangered area. Over. We are conducting innocent passage along Route 90, and we will continue to carry our operations into international waters. Over. Russian Coast Guard ship. This is British warship Delta 36. Over. Russian Coast Guard vessel. This is British warship Delta 36. I will continue to...
There you go. Delta 36. I find that very odd that that would be the name of that ship. I feel Now, I could very well be way off, but I feel like that is a signal letting the other players know the game is on and it is a green light. I could be wrong, but if I'm right, if my hunch is right, our roller coaster bumpy ride that's going to get really bumpy is right around the corner. And as long as we are lovers of Abba and we delight in Torah and we do not relinquish our love and commitment to him, are we going to be perfect? No. Does he expect us to be perfect? We are to strive for perfection. But when he says, when he's talking like in Hosea, let's go there real quick. Now that I'm thinking of it, let's just check that out real quick. Hosea, I was just reading it. When he's talking about Yehuda and Ephraim turning, does he say that a requirement of them is that they are perfect? Let's see. Yet even now, declares Yahuwah, turn to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning, and tear your heart and not your garments, and turn back to Yahuwah, your Most High, your Mighty One, for he shows favor and is compassionate, patient, and of great loving commitment, and he shall relent concerning the evil. Who knows? He might turn and relent and leave a blessing behind him, a grain offering and a drink offering for Yahuwah, your Most High. Blow a shofar in Sion, set apart a fast, call an assembly, gather the people, set the assembly apart, assemble the elders, gather the children and nursing babies. Let a bridegroom come out from his room and a bride from her dressing room. Let the priest, servants of Yahuwah, weep between the porch and the slaughter place, and let them say, spare your people, Yahuwah, and do not give your inheritance to reproach, for the nations to rule over them. Why should they say among the peoples, where is their mighty one? And let Yahuwah be jealous for his land, and spare his people, and let Yahuwah answer and say to his people, see, I am sending you the grain and the new wine and the oil, and you shall be satisfied by them, and no longer do I make you a reproach among the nations. Does he say, if you just turn back to me, and with perfection only, he says right here, I shall heal their backsliding. I shall love them spontaneously, for my displeasure has turned away from him. Does he say, when he's asking them, if you just turn back towards me and put down your idols, put down your Baals, stop worshiping graven images, does he say, and also come to me with perfection? If you are not absolutely perfect, you might as well forget it. I have never seen that once in Scripture. If you can find it, show me, but I don't think you're going to find it. He has called us out of the furnace of our affliction. It says he is patient and compassionate. Are we to strive to be perfect? Absolutely. We are never to have that mindset to where we say, well, we can't be perfect, so we're not even going to try to be perfect. He's just going to take us any way we come. No. That is not the attitude of a child of the Most High. A true child set apart unto Yahuwah is one that says, I will do my best because I love Abba Yahuwah, and he deserves every bit of effort from me. I'm going to do all that I can. But also, a child of the Most High is not going to have a heart of stone to say, well, if I do not do everything exactly the way he wants me to, it will be for nothing because I'll die anyways. No, we know, those that are his children, that he is our loving Father, and he deserves our best effort. He deserves for us to strive to be righteous and perfect unto him. But we cannot be perfect to absolute perfection. And if you think that people have to be absolutely perfect, you're no different than the Pharisees who accused Yahusha's buddies of breaking Shabbat because they were rubbing grains in their hands. And what did Yahusha say? Shabbat is made for man, not man for Shabbat. When you get so technical to where you rely on technicalities to get you in a loving relationship with the Most High, instead of just being in a loving relationship with the Most High, you have a heart of stone, and you're looking at things not with a heart of flesh, one that melts for our loving Father, who loves us and who is patient, and who all he wants for us is to turn back towards him. I love y'all, Mishpachah. And guess what? Peace out. D is out.